Hello YouTube, vintage stereo collectors and restorers. I actually have a bit of sunlight coming in today in southwestern Ontario. It's blowing, there's blowing lake effect snow, but the sun's peeking through. And I can actually see what I'm doing in my lab here. I just wanted to show you something. Basically the way this board is, in this Fisher 170, that's the phono section, and the bottom left hand corner is the output cap for the right channel. So what I've done is, right channel is as original transistors and caps, and the left has been recapped and retransistors, and I got rid of all the black leg transistors in there, and they're pretty, just poured in my lab. They're a pretty motley crew, as you can see. There's one that I actually pulled out and the lead came right out of the case. All I can say is making a little bit of progress. And here's something I find I do now a lot is I'll do one channel and listen to it with the old channel on this side and the new on that side. See what kind of difference there is. Run it in mono, run a tuner through it. And here's what I'm noticing. I couldn't match the original transistors, and why would you use new old stock to replace a C458? There are a couple other transistors here. The A673, which is a PNP driver, and completely undersized to drive the outputs. So I have different, these are new Central, what brand are they? Centralab or something? Just call them CEN now, C-E-N. So I have some 2219s, which is basically a metal can 2222. So that works good for the NPN drivers. And then there's the PNP 22N2905A, which is a 2907 in a metal can for a little better heat dissipation. And I think one of the small shortcomings in that pre-driver stage is that they weren't heat synced, because a lot of times you're listening to it and the outputs aren't really turning on at low volumes or with headphones. And you can see that. You can just look at the bias current, just measure it as you're listening. And you can do that by taking out one of those fuses. There's a separate fuse for the B plus on each channel there, and you can put an ammeter in there and see what you're drawing. It was drawing around 50 milliamps just listening at a low level. And here's what I noticed. The side with the new transistors and caps just had a little more sparkle, a little more clarity to it. And as I turned it up listening to my headphones, it stayed clean at the transition point from Class A to Class B operation. But the side with the old transistors that were in great shape started to break up before it actually transitioned into Class B. The outputs turned on. And that's why this is a Class A B amp. And so I'm going to finish this side and then listen to it for a while. And I'm not sure if there's not much to replace on that tuner. Oh look, good light finally. There's just a few caps on that tuner. And then we'll see what it sounds like. So far, I'm liking the sound of this. It's classic quasi-complementary. It's warm, it's got a little bit of sparkle to it, and that nice deep bass. Thanks for watching and listening.